Like and subscribe right now, or this will be in your bed tonight. Hello, welcome back to ProRevenge. Before we do, please scroll down and click like and subscribe. This will really help me out, and you will get more videos from me. If you have subscribed, then welcome to the IREDM ranks, the best Reddit channel ever. Think you can steal my stuff and get away with it? Good luck studying for exams with a broken laptop. Back in my first year of college, I used to live in a residence on campus with 3 other dudes. 2 of them were cool, shout out to Dog and Al, but the third, named David, had a nasty habit of taking things that weren't his and mysteriously forgetting that the objects had fallen into his possession. Of the items he had stolen and were subsequently found in his room included food/snacks, notebooks, vapes, and earbuds, albeit cheap ones. We'd all complained to our app, but since they were such small items, we were told that we should just have a house meeting and talk about it with David to have the problem fixed. We had 2 of those, where he claimed it all looks so similar. How am I supposed to know which is mine? Considering that we all kept our shit in our rooms, this was obviously BS, but their app residence assistant said unless it was something major, campus police wouldn't launch an official investigation. So we instituted a masking tape policy and marked everything, but lo and behold, he still continued his petty theft. Knowing nothing would happen unless I took action, I planned my revenge. I shelled out around $80 for something similar to this bad boy. It was a USB device that once plugged into an unsecured USB port, fried the computer by building a charge and dispersing it into the port, pretty much destroying the CPU among other parts. Now obviously I wasn't going to plant this anywhere, but I had to make it seem like this was a tool and not some sort of setup. So I roped Dog and Alan on my plan and installed this software called Device Lock, which protects USB ports from being used without express permission from the user on all of our devices. Also, just in case the arsehole tried to plug it into our laptops. I even went as far as taping my name to this silicon time bomb. With them roped in, the last thing to do was wait and see if David had learned his lesson. It took all of 3 days, but expectedly David did not learn his lesson. I was at the library when this happened, but David had decided that this sexy USB would be the perfect addition to his collection of stolen wares, so he went into my room and took it. Big mistake. I got a Snapchat from Dog that David was going postal, and I needed to get back ASAP. I hightailed it, and when I got near our residence, I could physically hear David swearing and yelling from the hallway. When I got inside, he was cussing/screaming that he was gonna sue me for purposely trying to damage his laptop by booby trapping a USB. Admittedly, I should have held my composure better, but I laughed in that mofo's face. I told him that the USB was clearly labeled with my name on my desk in my room, and I was using it to test whether my computer ports were secured from devices such as this. Screaming ensued from him, after which our showed up, heard that shitfest from down the hall, and asked what the hell was happening. I stayed quiet to let David attempt to lie his way out of this, but holy fuck, the dumb shit kept to his story. After explaining my side, the RA said we are both going to campus police as this was pretty serious. Cue me thinking I just fucked up my whole future for a stupid act of revenge. When we got there and explained our stories, campus police had none of David's shit. They told him that 1. He cannot sue me, since this was not a trap, but a security tool that was within my own living space, of which he had no right entering to steal from, and 2. He was being relocated to the shitty single residences on the other side of campus, and if they caught wind of this again, he was getting banned for life from RES as well as receiving a non-academic offense. A nice little chat with the dean about his misconduct. His tone immediately flipped to crying and saying he had all his exam notes on there. It was stress that was causing him to do this, and he had paid to live in the nicer dormitory style housing, but they basically told him tough shit. This is your one and final warning. The 3 of us enjoyed the rest of the semester with an extra bedroom for storage space and beer pong, which was definitely a win. As for David, I've only ever seen him in the cafeteria/library on occasion, sitting there studying without his laptop. TL. Doctor, shitty roommate steals art stuff and gets a shocking surprise that decimates his laptop. Purple porch pirate, what's better than calling the cops on your sweet little old neighbor's heroin addict grandson for stealing your Amazon package? In July, my elderly neighbor had her grandson and pregnant girlfriend move in to help them out. She is a widowed lady in her 70s. Babbles a lot, but sweet. I have a soft spot for her. Years ago, she cornered me as I was leaving to take my dog on a walk. My dog was unhappily pacing waiting for the walk while we listened to her stories. He peed on her during the story. She is so senile she didn't notice. Just a few days later, I'm mowing my backyard and the grandson walks past my house carrying an Amazon envelope. Weird. An hour later, sweet little old lady comes over with the envelope her grandson had. This was in my landscaping. Totally forgot I ordered my kids the movie Leap. What a shithole for this kid. See, I'm a criminal defense attorney. Probably the only one this lady knows. If I call the cops, my neighbor will try to hire me. It will get weird. She is so sweet. I will be a witness. He is on probation, so he will sit in jail for a while. This will totally make me look like a snitch to my own clients in that same jail who are thieves, addicts, and burglars. It's bad personally and professionally, and it's not the biggest deal. So I filled up an Amazon box with purple rain powder that was ordered to my office. A dry dye that gets darker and spreads when it comes into contact with your sweat. That lasts a week on your skin. Think leaking pen times 50. Why? I want to shame him, and it won't come back on me. He's not gonna call the cops for stealing my shit. He isn't gonna tell his grandma he stole from me. And if it makes a mess in her house, it's still cheaper for her than hiring a lawyer and paying her grandson's court costs and fines. Yep, package was gone in 20 minutes. I walk past the home, screams of anger at the pregnant girlfriend. This shit won't come off, it's all over my grandma's house. Priceless. The following day I give him the head nod as he smokes a cigarette in a hoodie in July. He runs inside. Then I taught my kids to yell Smurf when we walk past. No snitching, just shame. Gets a job just to make life hell for one woman. TLDR at bottom. Sorry about it being crap. I'm a reaps a KS. My auntie is a great woman, a little crazy, but great. About 15 years ago, my cousin got her first job in a warehouse. She loved it. My cousin, Danny, isn't like the rest of my family. We are gobshites, but she's really quiet and sensitive. She was fine in her job for 2 weeks, and then a woman who was at least 20 years older than her started bullying her. She started giving Danny a huge chunk of her workload and telling her to get it done because bosses say so, and shit talking her. Danny came home every day crying because she made her life hell, but still stuck it out because we're fighters. My auntie hated this, but she did love getting her own back. The next week Danny goes to work and has to meet the new workers in orientation. My auntie is stood at the front of them smiling at her and waving. She'd applied for a job at the same place to look after her until the woman left. Her plan started the next day. After having worked in warehouses before, she got the hang of it and was very efficient. She also made a point to get her work finished quickly so she could take on others' work, mainly the bitches. After doing this for a week and talking to the managers in the smoking area about the work, and my auntie says that bitch has just been standing around with no work and that others have noticed too and aren't happy. The managers must have kept an eye on her as she was in a meeting a few days later. This pissed her off, and she was venting to a lot of people. My auntie used this as an opportunity to go to the manager and say that bitch had been abusive and threatening about the warning to her. The bitch was called into another meeting and fired a week before her holiday month-long cruise. One of the managers, my auntie befriended and has been a very close family friend since. She's known as Auntie Debbie in my family now. She still knows bitch and said that she was horrible to work with and she had many warning for hostile work environment type things. Bitch is now divorced, overweight and bitter, who keeps asking Auntie Debbie to make her birthday cakes for family members for £5. TLDR. Cousin gets bullied at job so her mum gets a job there. Her mum gets the bullying bitch fired a week before her month-long cruise. Sorry it's boring. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. But before you go, please like and subscribe for more. Not many of you at all that watch are subscribed or like the video, and this makes me unsure if I should continue to make more content or not. So if you want more content, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also please give me some feedback in the comment section about what I can do better, because not many people comment on my videos, so I have no idea of people's opinions of thoughts about this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's all from me. If you have subscribed and liked the video, please consider sharing the video with your friends. Thanks and bye. I'm still doing daily uploads, so hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.